Good morning. We have a day ahead of us. I have all these dahlias that I need to dig up. They look really nice when they are nice and round and full. I mean, these things are going into fall, late fall, into early winter maybe. So yeah, we're gonna cut all this stuff back, dig it up. I just use a pitchfork. This is what it looks like when it comes out. You can see all the tubers down at the bottom. Here's the washed off tuber. You can see there's still a little bit of dirt and debris down here. We'll go through and make sure there aren't any bugs or slugs especially. We'll open these up a little bit, get all the dirt out as much as possible. In years past, like last year for instance, I didn't even wash these things off. I just set the whole clump, dirt and all, in a basket and put it in the greenhouse there. But this year, I'm gonna put them in here. Just sawdust. I don't like to cut them up before during the fall area. I'll take some newspaper, put it over the hole there. I just let them winter over like that. But that will go into the greenhouse, and that's it. I mean, they will get labeled as to what variety they are. But other than that, I mean, digging dahlias is pretty easy. You shouldn't make it that hard. It's not that difficult. Just dig them up, store them. I wanted to show you this. I generally don't divide these in the fall when I dig them, but this one is kind of dividing itself. When I washed it off, it was pretty much just doing that. So in that instance, I will. And it's got some new shoots coming on, but we'll try and protect those. But yeah, sometimes they do divide themselves. Sometimes you will lose a big tuber or something on the bottom. Don't worry about that. You know, some of this stuff, it might not look all the greatest. You can cut it off. You don't need all of these tubers. What you really need are these new sprouts for next year. Right in here, up in here. It's hard to, sometimes it's really hard to see. In the fall, it's really hard to see. But there's one right in here. There's a little tiny one. Really tiny ones down in here. So I like to wait till spring when they start to pop, and they're really easy to determine where your new eyes are going to come out. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. When I'm preparing these, I will go in and trim off all the little roots. Those are unnecessary. I'm going to cut it right there. I'll show you about cutting these roots. We don't need these. They don't do any good over the winter. We're not trying to make it grow. We're trying to shut it down. Even that little bulb thing right there, the little tuber, get rid of that. Anything that looks like it's sickly or diseased, get rid of it. There's a tuber coming for next year. You can just see it. See if I can get into the sunshine here. You can just see, or an eyelet right in there. So that's a possible eyelet. But you know, it's hard to determine exactly what is an eyelet, so that's why I just never. I don't like to divide these in the fall. There you go. All right, here's another method I have inside my greenhouse. Grape leaves are still up. It's still fall, but I have this self-made clamshell. It is just 2 lids. You can see these are just Rubbermaid box. Not lids, but bottoms. So this is the bottom, and then it has like a lid that snaps on the top here. But I just zip tied it. Drilled a few holes, zip tied it. And here is my dahlia that it's a clump. Just dug it up. I left the dirt on it. I tagged it. I just wrote on here, piece of plastic. I make these out of yogurt, old yogurt things. And I wrote on there in Sharpie, and it'll just sit in here. I'll pack some more sawdust around. I get this sawdust down at my shop, wood shop down on the property. And that will just sit here all winter. This is what I did last year, and they came out awesome. And I thought I'd just try a different method this year. I don't know why. I'm gonna take the ones that I really can't spare, can't not have, and I'm gonna put them in here because I know this works. The rest that are just kind of like extras, I'm gonna clean them off and put them in boxes, pack them in sawdust, and they will be dry, but not nearly as protected. So after I do that, I'll just shut that down. That gives me a little bit extra protection with this little clamshell. So yeah, I'm gonna pack this clamshell full. I can put probably 6, 7, maybe 8 good ones in here. The rest will go in boxes. All right, here we have our clump. This is mostly just dirty, I would say, dirty clumps, whole clumps, not cut up, and they're gonna sit in this clamshell. I'm gonna shut that, but I like to, over the winter, I like to keep these just a little bit on the moist side. And we're not talking a lot of water here. We're just talking a little bit of moisture. This sawdust will hold that moisture in and allow that just to winter over without drying out. So that is how we do the wet ones, basically. And the dry ones, I'll take you in, I put them in the pump house. It's called a pump house because it's got a pump and a filter and a heater in it. But here's my dry ones. I have 3 baskets, and these will stay mostly dry. These ones, if I lose them all, it's okay, because they're all pretty much doubles, triples, quadruples, stuff that came apart, stuff that I have backups for, but they're gonna sit in here dry all winter. I'm not adding any water to them. So that's how we're doing it. Here's the final beds. Gladiolus in the middle. I'm still not sure if I want to keep those. Hope that helps you with digging and storing your dahlias. You guys have a great day.